What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Kimberly. In today's video, we are going to be doing a talk through and demo on how we can maintain straight hair when we work out. I know this is a very difficult task and it's definitely still a work in progress for me. It's tough, like especially with Texlaxed hair when you've got so much texture. Any ounce of moisture in the air, any humidity is definitely gonna revert your hair. I've picked up some kind of tips and tricks along the way, so let's get started. So basically, just to start, I like to make sure that my hair is completely saturated, meaning I have done a moisture and seal routine just to make sure that there is at least some weight to my hair. When you have oils and products in your hair, it makes it more difficult for the water in the air, the water molecules, to penetrate your hair. So I do like to do a moisture and seal routine. And what I've been using lately actually is the Main Choice Daily Hair Dressing. And I like it because it is a shea butter based moisturizer. The first ingredient is shea butter. It's not water. So it's not going to revert your hair when you have straight styles. So I am just gonna take like maybe a fingerful, something like this, about this much. So I'm just gonna finger comb it into my hair. And it's okay if it's a little bit heavy right now, because I guarantee you if you're doing a full workout the way that you should, you know, actually sweating, actually getting your heart rate up, this is not gonna weigh down your hair. Anytime you work out, make your hair a little bit more dry than usual. So I do like to just give my hair a nice little boost of moisture. All right, so that product is on our hair now. And then I'm just gonna seal with a sealing oil. My sealing oil of choice right now is Grapeseed Oil. Sealing oils actually act as a water repellent. So when you're working out, if it's humid outside, it's going to repel the water in the air. Now, I will just preface this and say that for me, as being, you know, Texlaxed, I have to be extra careful about the environment that I work out in. I do not work out outside because I know that my hair is gonna revert. I always try to make sure that I'm working out in a place that has good air circulation, preferably AC. Okay, but I have to mention this to you guys. One thing that I have been loving lately is the Teami Greens Superfood Powder. It's packed with 16 superfood green nutrients to get your daily intake of veggies. I know that I am not the only adult out there that does not eat all of her veggies, okay? So that is why I love this stuff. It's made of all natural ingredients. It's 100% vegan. It's gluten-free. It's non-GMO. It supports your energy levels, regular digestion, and I've personally noticed a difference drinking this blend. It's super easy to prepare in the morning. I just add 1 scoop to my tumbler and then I just add water. Like, that's it. That's literally it. If you're wondering about the taste, I was wondering too. And I'll say it tastes like matcha. Obviously, it's a green drink, so it's gonna taste green. But honestly, the taste is so worth it for all the benefits and nutrients that it provides. But sometimes I will add almond milk or apple juice, or I will just add it into my smoothie. And honestly, Teami could not have sent this to me in better timing. I'm getting married soon and I'm trying to get in better health. So Teami was kind enough to give you guys, my family, 25% off to try their products for yourselves. And I will definitely leave a link and the code in the description box for you guys to check out if you want to try it out yourselves. Now, I'm gonna just grab a scrunchie. I'm just using a seamless scrunchie like this, and I'm going to pull my hair back taut. By doing this, by adding this tension, you're gonna be able to make sure that your hair is stretched and not gonna revert. So I'm gonna bring it to about the middle of my head. I suggest taking a comb and just making sure that your ponytail is smooth. Your hair is going to mold itself to whatever shape you leave it in. So if you have bumps and grooves in your ponytail, your hair is gonna dry with bumps and grooves in it. So I'm going to tie that around about 3 times. And then this is what I'm also gonna do because I'm extra. So I'm gonna take a thin scrunchie like this. I am going to twist my hair, and I'm gonna twist my hair onto itself. Twist until I can't twist anymore. But I'm gonna make sure that my hair is not touching my head. Because if I have my hair touching my hair is gonna revert from the radiating heat that emanates from your head. It's just so important that we're cognizant of all of the heat sources that could potentially ruin our hairstyle. Our Texlaxed hair reverts so easily, so it's just very important to make sure that we are removing our hair from our scalp. So I just tied it up just like so, and I just leave it like that. So yeah, does it look a little bit weird? Yeah. Does it look like a normal bun? No. But this bun, the way that I did it, is gonna keep my ends off of my scalp. It's gonna keep my ends off of my hair that might be a little bit wet, my hair that might be a little bit hot from having obviously worked out and sweat a little bit. So it's gonna protect and make sure that these ends here don't revert. Now we're going to add a headband. Now I like to use a headband because I don't like my edges just kinking up. I feel like I have a tendency to like wipe the sweat away and it goes into my edges and just really starts to revert my hair in the front. So I always like to add some sort of sweatband. I got this off of Amazon. It was not expensive at all. I got it a few years ago, but I try to just sit it right at my hairline, not over my hairline, so that it covers my hairline and touches my hair. Because if it was like this, all of the sweat that is gonna trickle down from my forehead is eventually gonna make its way onto this material, and the sweat is going to disperse onto the material upwards onto my hair. So if I leave this on my hair, it's gonna revert my hair in the front here. So instead, I'm going to just have this sit right at my hairline, so that, and this is not perfect obviously, but just so that it sits right there and it doesn't touch my actual hair. If it touches my edges a little bit, it's not a big deal because my edges are short and it's not gonna make its way up to the rest of my longer hair strands. But this is just about where I like to wear my headband. So this is me basically ready to work out. I've got my moisture on my hair. I've sealed with a sealing oil so that I can repel the water in the air because ain't nobody got time. And I pinned it in such a way that it's a little bit off of my head so that any emanating heat from my workout, from my head, from my workout is not going to affect and revert my ends here. So now let's just get into the workout and I'll tell you guys exactly what I do after my workout just to kind of clean things up and still look presentable for work or wherever you're going after your workout.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so I just finished out my workout and now I'm going to actually remove my headband. I do like to wait at least like 10 minutes so that I can kind of stop sweating a little bit. My body temperature is not so high anymore. I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like the headband kind of stabilizes my hairline. And so I just like to wait until I've cooled off completely before I remove it. So I'm just gonna remove my headband and I can feel that my edges are still a little bit wet, but this is okay because we're gonna do two things. The first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to slick our edges down with some edge control. I would suggest that you wait until your head is completely cool before you actually put any scarf on top of your head, because all that heat that's continuing to emanate from your head is just gonna get trapped underneath the scarf and it's gonna continue to revert your hair. So I say 10 to 30 minutes, honestly, depending on how intense your workout is. So once your head is completely cool, then you're gonna want to remove your headband and slick your edges down for your style for the day. All right, so I've slicked my edges down just a little bit and I'm going to use my satin scarf just to tie it down to keep them straight and stop reverting. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes or so since I put my satin scarf on my head, so I'm gonna just take this down. And during this time, usually I'll just hop in the shower. I'll always make sure to double cover my hair. So I'll have my satin scarf on my head and I'll have one, maybe two shower caps on my head just to make sure that the moisture from the shower doesn't seep into my hair. So I'm gonna just take this off. You can spend your time, your 10 minutes or however long, however you like, but by the end of it, you do have pretty straight edges. I do want to just also show you guys a little trick that I do. This is more so when I have really thick new growth, 8 weeks post relaxer, 10 weeks, getting close to 12 weeks. I will take my flat iron. Don't get crazy, don't get scared. I'll take my flat iron and I'll put it on whatever heat setting I'm normally used to. And I will just, at my part, if I see that my hair is reverting a lot, if I see that there are a lot of kinks at my at the roots of my hair, with me right now, definitely not an issue. I'm not that many weeks post relaxer. I'm maybe like 4 weeks post relaxer or so. But if you have a lot of new growth, I take the flat iron and I just keep it closed like this, and then I'll just really lightly take my flat iron and, without opening it all, just roll the plates over that new growth. And so it kind of serves as this like indirect heat source, if you will, to just heat up that new growth to give it a little bit more straightening power without applying the plates directly to the hair. And then here we go with the takedown. I'm going to undo my scrunchie, my first, or the thin scrunchie that I did. I'm gonna undo that and unwrap my hair from around that scrunchie. All right, just like so. And then I'm gonna just take my hair out of the big scrunchie as well. And as you can see, there is no reversion with my hair. My hair is straight from root to ends. My ends did not revert because I kept my ends off of my scalp. That's the biggest thing. You can't just throw your hair up any kind of way. Like, you have to make sure that it's off of your neck. You have to make sure it's in the middle of your head so that it doesn't accidentally touch your neck. And then you also have to make sure that your ends are not exposed to the elements and that your ends are not touching your head, because, like I said about 3 million times in this video, heat emanating from your head is going to revert your hair. So I just like to then just go in and fluff. Obviously, you guys know how you style your hair. Like, I'm not going to show you guys how you can style your own hair, but if you do end up having a bend in your hair, I have a little one, but it's not that bad, so I'll probably just let it naturally fall out. But if you do have a bend in your hair, then just wrap your hair for a few minutes. Like, take a paddle brush, put your hair in a cute little wrap for a few minutes, and allow your hair an opportunity to just kind of reform itself. But I don't really have that big of a problem here, so it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna kind of comb this out a little bit. And even if you feel like you have a little bit of residual product from when you added them, the product before your workout, it's gonna be fine, because trust me, throughout the day, your hair is going to absorb whatever residual product is on your hair anyway. So it's actually better that way. You're kind of just prepping your hair for the day anyway. You can also, if you want a little extra, wave or body to your hair in the morning, you can pin curl your hair for a few minutes and add a little hairspray, or you can flexi ride your hair and add a little bit of hairspray. Hairspray is also a really great way to eliminate frizz or to reduce frizz from the elements. So that's something to consider too. But yeah, this is pretty much what I do just to make sure that my hair does not revert when I work out. So if you guys like this video, then definitely give it a big thumbs up. It helps my channel, it helps me reach more people. Definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified every time I upload a video every Sunday. And until next time, guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.